Yes, sir, man. It's personal build time now. 2K, 2K, 2K. I mean, yes, I made another build, and I've been showcasing the build. And y'all know I like, hybrid type centers. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the big slow centers. I tried everything: 7'4", 7 foot, 6'11", 6'10", 6'9", 6'8", 6'7". I tried all those heights for a center, and this is probably one of my best ones because this build is like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a ball hawking skill stretch, and I just talk about what I was thinking when I made the build. And I know y'all probably ain't making no new builds right now, but if you want to make this build, hey man, you gotta have at least 17 cap breaker. But let's get into it. Choose a hand of your choice and the jersey number of your choice, of course. We're going with the center position, 6'8" for the height. 256 on the waist, 6'9" on the wingspan. The reason I went 6'9" on the wingspan because I didn't want to go with the minimum wingspan, and I still wanted to have a 93-point shot. I still wanted to have some decent rebounding, and y'all gonna look at the rebound like, oh man, you can't get no. I'd be straight snagging, okay? And I still be blocking shots, and my block ain't even an 84. And I know y'all see that, but let's get into it. Now we're gonna go ahead and start with the finishing. So what I was thinking with the finishing was that, hey, I still want to have an 89 driving dunk. I still want to have decent standing dunk. So this is what we're gonna do. For the close shot, we took that up to a 60. Well, it went up to a 68. So we're just gonna leave that right there. Okay. For the layup, it did go to a 71. Okay. Now with the driving dunk, I took it to a 65. So a 65 driving dunk, and then I add 5 cap breakers and get me to an 89. Now this build's a little bit on the heavier side, so 2K be kind of trying to hold me back a little bit when it comes to like explosions. So keep that in mind when you make a shorter build, 6'7", 6'8", and then you got a little weight on it because this build is kind of heavy. Of course, for a 6'8". So 2K kind of hold me back a little bit when it comes to certain things, and I see it, and I know like, hey, it could be better if I was a little bit lighter, but it is what it is. As far as the standard dunk, we're gonna take that to a 54, and then we add 4 cap breakers to that, and that will get us to an 82. I may just add one more cap breaker to it to get it to an 87. Trying to get it to that 85 number so we can get another standard dunk animations. Standard dunk animation, we could do that, but that's what we did with the standard dunk. Now post control did go to a 51, so we're just gonna leave it right there. Now let's get into one of the best parts of the build, which is the shooting. Now I just went ahead and took my 3-point shot to an 85 out the gate. Right, took it to an 85. I'm gonna add 5 cap breakers. I use the shooting specialization. That way I can get the max +1 and +2 with the shooting instead of the finishing. So we just add 5 cap breakers to this, but we'll take 2 from the specialization and 3 from our regular cap breakers. Now you can take the mid-range up higher if you want to, but with a 75 you can make some mid-range shots. So with the 85, it's cool right there, don't get me wrong, but we're gonna add that 5 and get us to a 90. That way we'll get deep bomber. That's what I was thinking. Okay, so with the free throw, we're gonna take that to a 70. You can take that high if you want to. It's totally up to you. But the shooting is super, super good, man. I like the fact that this build can space the floor. With my other two 6'7" centers, I only had like an 80 on one of them and an 83 3-point shot on those builds. And I couldn't get certain jump shots that I wanted. And me, if you know me, then I use Kevin Durant base, Bam Adebayo release 1, release 2. And that's what I put on all my builds, okay? So I won't have to be going through different jump shots, trying to figure out jump shots. So in order to get that jump shot, you need like an 88 3-point shot or 88 midi, okay? Now let's go to the playmaker. So we did add a 76 passing on this build. That does allow us to get some good passing. In my opinion, it's enough to do what you need to do. Now keep in mind, I wanted to be able to ISO with this build. Just in case I get a big slow center on me. But they kind of hold this build back when it comes to dribbling, man. It don't dribble fast enough for me. Maybe I need a better motion styles or whatnot or something like that. I don't know. But I got some of the same dribble moves on this build that I got on my other builds. So with the ball handle, we're going to take that up to an 86. That does give us ankle assassin, handle for days, unpluckable, and we will have strong handle as well. Now as far as the speed with ball, we're going to take that to a 75. That way we get lightning lunge on silver, so that's a good thing. Okay. Now with the defense on this build, keep in mind we want to play multiple positions. So I was thinking that, and I just took my interior defense to an 80, and then we'll just add 1 cap break and get it to an 82 to get that post lockdown on silver. Even though I don't think it's that important, you really could take it to a 74 and be just fine. But that's just something I did. But I don't regret doing it. It's just something that I was thinking when I made the build. Now with the perimeter defense, we always want to try to get that up to at least an 85. We can get it to a 90 with 5 cap breakers, but we don't need to do that. 85 is pretty good in my opinion, especially once you get that immovable enforcer. Man, as soon as I got that immovable enforcer on goal, the next game I played with it, man, I was pushing people out of bounds. Man, that immovable enforcer is good when people coming trying to finish at the rim. Man, that badge will activate. Okay, now with the steel, we're gonna take that to an 85, and that does allow us to get gold interceptor. We also have silver glove. Now with the block, we're gonna take the block to a 52. And then we're going to add 4 cap breakers to that and get it to a 78. I know you're probably thinking like, oh, 78 ain't enough. You can't block no shots with that. I promise I block hella shots with that 78, man, because we're going to do a little trick at the end with the vertical. Y'all already know we're going to have that vertical super, super high. Okay? Now with the rebounding, I know you're looking at the rebound like, oh, man, that ain't enough rebounding, man. You only got an 80 and an 85. Yes, that's what we got. Okay? And when I tell you guys, I be snagging. I done had my career, I don't know if it's a career high, but I had 23 rebounds in one game with this same 80 and 85 rebounding. Okay, and we'll see later why I be jumping so high. Okay, now with the speed on this build, we're gonna take that to an 83. Agility, we took it to a 75, and I just added 1 cap breaker to it. It got it to a 76. That way we can get silver on ball minutes. Okay. Now with the strength, we did take that to an 85, and I like the fact that we got 85 strength on this build because that goal to move but something serious. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. Now we're gonna put the rest on the vertical, and we took the vertical all the way up to an 88. Now I did have a 6'7" with a 90 vertical. He used to jump out the gym, but this build right here, I needed this 88 vertical because he's kind of heavy, so I need to be able to jump high. Okay, and we got legend Pogo on this build. But let's get into the shades up. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Now we got Wes Unseld, DeMarcus Cousins, and Bam Adebayo, and the Bills ball hog and skill stretch. All right, of course we're gonna have some weaknesses, but we don't really have no weaknesses once we add the cap breakers. All right, now let's go ahead. I got this sound on this headset. Let me turn this off. But I'll just show you my build. We don't have to go through the cap breaker stuff. Let me just show you my build, and you'll see where I put the cap breakers at. So let's go ahead and go to my build right here, and I'll show you what I did with my cap breakers. All right, now come on 2K, I ain't trying to see that. You see that boy got them veins, man. We've been working out, man. Look at that. Look at that boy, man. You know what I'm saying? Big dog. All right, so I'm a 92 overall right now. Okay, 92, and I still got some VC, but I ain't finna put nothing else up. I think I'm gonna leave it right here. But anyway, I added 5 to my driver dunk, got me to an 89. Added 4 to my standard dunk, got me to an 82. Added 5 to my 3-point shot, which is 3 from the regular and 2 from the specialization. All right, we added 1 to the agility to get to that 76, so we can get on ball minutes on silver, and we added 4 to my block. Now the block can go to an 82, but you don't get nothing at 82. But that's what we did, man. I've been playing on this build the most. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you guys, man. I've been playing on this build right here the most. It has been the most fun build for me, man. And I keep playing on the build, man. But that's how I created the build. Feel free to change what you want to change. That's totally up to you. And I'm out of here, man. Charge!